guys, you're looking at the thumbnail, you're looking at the title of the video, you already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to 8 at the Table. Haven't reviewed their videos in a little while, so I thought it'd be a good idea to hop back in. This one was sent to me on my Instagram at Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. It's long, but you know how to spell. If you don't, there's a link down in the description box down below. I've been posting up there. Go up and follow your boy. Send me some content. Would wholeheartedly appreciate it. Why women lie about their body count. Without further ado.
And so when it comes to men and why we look at women with high body counts as less valuable is because, one, we think about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is going to be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is going to be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills? Or is she just foolish?
Let's talk about it.
And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish?
Yeah.
So like we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just gonna have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
Yeah, because the majority are leading with, hold on. Because the majority are just, lead with emotions, right? So it's different for men as opposed to women, right? Because we talk about this double standard. So why can't men can do it? Why can't women do it? Number one, you leading with penis envy. That's the first thing. Okay. Second thing is because the majority of women do not conceptualize the act the same way that men conceptualize the act. Y'all are looking for different things, and if you continue to put yourself into situations where you're dating dudes, they get the guts, and then they never call you again. Time after time, date after date, relationship after relationship, and now you racked all of these bodies up. It makes me question your decision-making capabilities. It absolutely does. Outside of his first point, which is dudes generally don't want that has been sufficiently dominated and conquered.
To call a girl foolish for believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah. And we're human, just like you.
Yeah, but it's the repetition. Yes, you are foolish if people continuously tell you something and it's not ending off in the result that you think. That's like the same thing as, if I'm walking down the block and, snake oil salesman at 1, 2, and 3 try to sell me the same shit and I bought it each goddamn time and it didn't work each goddamn time, then yes, I am a fool. I am a fool. You can't take people by words. You got to take it by their actions. And what is leading into the past mistakes that you've led into your life and enhancing the experiences going forward. And if you continue to make the same goddamn mistakes over and over again, well, then I have to judge your decision-making capabilities. And fact is that to be close with someone, you have to entrust their decision-making capabilities because they're rife to be swayed by the new thing. If they're up for it. Let's keep going.
It's an over and over process. If you have sex with 1 time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this person is gonna be on the same shit that this person was on?
The game don't change.
Who am I supposed to believe? Or am I not supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going.
Facts.
You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out the fucking pussy, they can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because it's the boys and I can open up to them and they open up to me and I know about the games that they play. But I think for me, I be playing the game back. You think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. That's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone else.
Yeah, okay. Sure. And listen, I was having this debate last night with dudes in my friend group, and I probably describe them as a lot more blue pill thinking and ideology and stuff like that. And this is my argument, is to say, yeah, I can't control what women do before me. And by all means, by me having this channel, I'm not trying to change women of how they conceptualize what they want to do. Have at it. Have fun. Do your thing. Live your life to the best of your ability. But what are the things that you are doing to ensure that you're living your life to the best ability, not for short-term gratification, but long-term fulfillment? That's the first thing. And the second thing is when you are considering what a dude wants, if you've been up, down, left, right, up the block and around the corner, and I know of these different things, you best believe I'm just going to be another peg on that wheel. You better believe that. And most of the dudes that you want are going to treat you the exact same way. I mean, it just is what it is. So if you're going to be outright and forth with your wholeness, and that's who you actually are as a person, then enjoy your life. But it's not for me, as well as most dudes of my same ilk. Okay, let's keep going.
Don't lie about it.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time, and think, you know what, I'm in the moment, I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever, and they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it, so why is it such a big deal?
But it's not, Jada, it's the continual, what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
It's the continual process, as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
What if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's all that I'm
saying.
Good
point.
If
it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? And the thing is that it's okay for them, it's okay for the woman, but they know if they want a ring on their finger or whatever their goal is within a relationship, then they know that dudes don't like that. They know that dudes don't like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I say let everyone be truthful. At the end of the day, there's no point in lying. Why do it then? I mean, you know what it is. Because what you're doing for the short term, it's not beneficial to your life in the long term. And you know that it's not. Just keep going.
Truly, if we're going to delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding it.
This is not what we're talking about. Okay. Though. We're talking about body count and why women don't say. We already said men get off.
That's the typical thing, okay? Because men do it too. Okay, good job. What's his name? SO. Good job, SO. You deflected the bullshit immediately. That's what we got to start doing. As soon as they come back with the argument, but men do it. No, that's not what we're talking about. Let's stay right here and let's hold right here accountable. Let's keep going.
Off the hook, because if we know Rico gets a lot of pussy, Rico walks out here, he's the motherfucking man. If you get a lot of dick, you walk out and be like, yo, this bitch is a hoe.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So boom. So no, to the
majority.
When I speak on.
Men are judged by the women that they can attract and get up in the viscous sentence. Women are judged by the men that they can keep. Just is what it is.
On this thing, I'm not speaking on my personal views. I don't have no problem with whores, just so y'all know, okay?
But there you go.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased to whores or whatever we talking about that we want to classify men. I'm cool with everybody, okay? So we're just talking about on the grand scheme of things of how men think. I have somebody, right? But when I didn't have somebody, this is how I would be looking at other women doing the same thing. Being that I've been in the music business for so long, I've seen all of these type of transitions of women dating other people's men and blah, and trying to hide the whole body count.
I don't think they're doing that as much anymore.
But you have to do it. I'm telling you, because as a man.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get a perspective.
Yeah, but oh my God, this is the goddamn delusion. This is the purely the delusion. So you're equating a chick hopping from dude to dude to dude as valuable? As valuable? Yeah, in the sexual marketplace, in the thought marketplace, in the whore marketplace, she has a degree of value there. But is that what women's goals are? Is your life goal to do that? If you ask women, What's your life? Is your life goal to become married? I'd argue at least 90% of them would say, yes, I'd love to be married, start a family, da-da-da. But what's the numbers? Okay. 1 in 4 will get married. So there's a huge discrepancy there. There's a big discrepancy there. And I'd argue it's part of the ideologies like this that they look at shit like that that's happening from an entertainment perspective. And they say, damn, well, if they can do it, so can I. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the results and the outcomes of their life. Yeah, they're getting passed around, but what's the benefit? What's the benefit? You're not gonna reach your goals getting passed around, mama. Trust me.
Period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me instead of paying for. But they act like
they're literally wifing them and buying them this.
They on ecstasy. They doing
and
drugs. We on liquor. It's euphoria. We at the beach. We having great fucking time. We fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention.
But
not
they're
real.
married to some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married.
I seen a couple of these hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. Mm-hmm. They don't last. Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think
facts
it's okay?
right now.
They're not wifing them.
It's so crazy the amount of dudes on this that always speak facts on here. Shout out to Ed at the table. It always seems like the ladies on here are trying to catch up. Like, like low key, Ed at the table may be a large microcosm of society today. Let's keep going.
It's okay for them to lie about it because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe. They just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of hoes and
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Yeah, what is y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm going to be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really going to get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wipe her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, and I told my wife, I told her every fucking thing. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you didn't take to the grave.
Yo, a nigga, no, I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool, that's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? A very next week, a dude came in and said, yo, don't fuck with him. He turns bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said, Gross. He told me. It was nothing the man could say from that point. So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, yo, my body count, I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that, because if you run into a motherfucker, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. Yeah. And Rico says she's a fucking whore. Yeah, it'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line that you want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind it.
That's big facts. You know what I'm saying? That's actually the conversation I was having last night. You know, again, can't judge based off of your past. Just understand if you're looking for a dude of high value, high caliber, more than likely than not, they're looking for an extremely low body count. That just is what it is. Now, at the same time, I don't think anybody should lie. It's up to y'all if y'all want to ask, you know, whether or not. It's up to you. It's up to your prerogative. But I don't think anybody should lie, because the brother brought up a good point. If it didn't mean nothing, then why are you doing it? That's a fantastic point. But if you want to lie about it, and then the dude's going out into the street, your boyfriend going out into the street, and then he hears some shit, you know, some dude that's hating on him tries to undercut him with some information that you may not know, like, you know, that's going to upend your shit. So why risk that? Like, why risk that? You got one life to live. And every time that you encounter situations like that, you know, it will devalue you, okay? We're long past the time in our media of shaming men for how men think, okay? We're long past that. Now y'all know it matters to us. Let's keep going.
Let me give you a situation.
Okay.
Say I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever.
No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise. Yo, this happened last month, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year. I'm not a hoe.
I got you.
Last year, blah, blah, blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, so you didn't tell me about this? Because I told you I had 10 bodies. Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking for that.
But actually, that kind of doesn't.
Yeah, it matters.
It matters because if you got train ran
with 3 niggas, exactly.
you're done up.
But that occurs within girls' first 3 touch. Shit happens.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told them before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies. 2 of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but
and then what?
And then let him make the decision whether or not he wants to deal with that. Let him make the decision. Shit, dude's got to tell the truth, knowingly and unknowingly about the things that women want to quantify us all day. How tall are you? What type of car you drive? How much? Where you work at? They go and they Google on Indeed. Okay, I heard his position is this. Let me go see how much money he makes. One of the things that matters to dudes, has the viscous innards been turned out by the block? Let us make the decision for ourselves, lady. At the end of the day, I know I'm going to be saying shit like this and y'all going to be like, I'm going to lie to the grave. That one time in Vegas and then that other time in Miami and shit, that other time in Paris, God, the good old days. It is what it is. So to a degree, I think that most dudes just got to just ignore it at the end of the day. Ignore the count, because you can't change it, But if you find out about some shit, and especially if you ask and the truth wasn't told to you, it's your own prerogative what you do. Like the gentleman said, everyone's got a threshold. Some a lot less than others. My argument is I think that the more high value of the dude, the lower the threshold.
But you worried about
first of all, I would never ever let 2 guys hit it at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman no
judgment zone, by the way.
I'm sorry, for me, the way I roll. But if I do have friends that are into that and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
Yep. You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it.
Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it. We don't need to get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from, a smaller town. He's from Queens. Okay. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with because I don't even want to put myself in that situation.
All right, fantastic conversation. Shout out again to 8 at the table. Yeah, I think the thing is like, the context extremely matters, because I immediately in my mind, I hear, okay, I had a whole phase in 18 to 19. And I'm like, damn, well, the word hoe can be anything from 5 bodies in a year to 500 bodies in a year, right? So what exactly does that mean? Like if you want to feel to have a conversation like that with your boo-boo kuchu or what have you. But at the same time, I think like, people can evolve, and my thing is like, what did you change? What did you realize in yourself? Like, you know what I'm saying? That made you change in the future, right? Like, how did your decision-making capabilities improve? Did you stop getting tricked? Did you go get therapy for that? Did you forgive your mother? Like all of the things, because you got to find out the psyche to reduce the risk of having her in your life. But, context matters because let's say she was in another country and it happened. I think a lot more dudes would be a lot more forgiving than if it was in the same town that y'all currently live in right now. You got to look at those dudes in the eye, knowing that they were pumping disrespectfully on top of her. That's the end of the video. This was interesting right here. Shout out again to 8 at the table. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Guys, feel free to hit me up. Got a Patreon as well. We are booming up there. Patreon.com/MTandR. There's a link down in the description box down below if you guys want to get closer to me or join the inner circle to gain access to resources that you would never have access to increase your value going into the future. Last but not least, I got a channel membership. Click on that join button down below and get special access within this channel. All right? Until next time, YouTube. Peace.